Hi, everybody, and welcome to episode 93 of Comic Book Queer's Legacy. I am your host, Brett. I am joined by the illustrious Evil Jeff. Hello, Evil.
Hi, I'm illustrious. What does that mean?
I don't know, but it sounds fantastic.
It does.
I think it means that you're fantastic and you're well drawn.
I am well drawn. Actually, well, we could have a whole episode on what I think's wrong with my figure, but we're not going to get into that now.
That'll be episode 94.
Self-esteem.
Self-esteem and lack thereof. We have a lot to talk about, sweetie. You and I have not freaked out together about all of the announcements that came out of the San Diego Comic-Con.
Shit got intense.
Shit got real.
Yeah, real. And we've talked about some stuff, but there's some shit that we have not talked about yet.
So the best part about this show is that I'm sure there were a ton of announcements of stuff we love that runs the gamut of geekdom. There was a magician's panel. I'm sure we learned some stuff. However, all you and I pretty much care about is Hickman's X-Men and Phase 4 of the MCU. So, sweetie, would you like to do a show about just those two things?
I do, but wait, there was a magician's panel? I was not aware of that.
So, my only takeaway from the magician's panel, because I didn't read the content, was me and Hale Appleman, Appleman, have the same t-shirt.
That's your fucking takeaway? Okay, well,
yeah.
We're going to do some more research for that maybe next week.
He has a t-shirt. He has a purple t-shirt of Skeletor trying on blonde He-Man Bob wigs, looking at himself in a vanity mirror saying, "I'm so pretty." We both have that shirt.
Is he the gay one on that show?
Yeah, Elliot.
Okay. Well, great. But now...
So that's San Diego Comic-Con, outside of the two things we care about.
Now, X-Men!
My goodness. So before we go into these titles, I just want to say, if you're the type of person that thinks Marauders is going to be about an evil team killing mutants, and if you think X-Force is definitely going to be like the Black Ops team, like, we don't know. We don't know. All of the concepts, all of the names, they're thrown up in the air. We don't know.
Exactly. So we don't know anything. And I think Hickman likes throwing curveballs. And I will also say, people are like, there's some people that aren't showing up. I think just because they're on this cover, that does not mean that's what the actual lineup is going to be in the next couple of issues. You know what I mean? Like, there's people that aren't showing up that I'm sure are going to show up somewhere.
We have he's going to reframe everything. House of X and Powers of 10. He said he did not want to release the titles at San Diego. I can see why. Because now it feels like, oh, we're already over House of X, Powers of 10. We're on to these new titles that were announced. But
exactly.
I think those books are going to reframe everything, redefine everything. So who are we to say what's going to happen in these new X titles that were announced? Although we will check in with the blurbs, the descriptions, the premises of each book.
Mm-hmm. Now, can I say, I think we are correct in some of our forecasts, because you know who is not showing up in any of these?
Dazzler.
Professor X.
We said he was going to die.
And he's going to be the villain.
Yep. You've got villains on teams in these books.
Mm-hmm.
Many of them. Are we going to redefine all mutants versus Xavier? Woo!
I will say there's some villains where I'm like, I'm not really into that.
All right, we'll get to them.
Yeah,
do you want to go down the books? Let's do it.
Let's start with the main one. The thing, and I'm surprised it's not Uncanny X-Men. It is
It's just
X-Men. Back to the originals.
Yeah, this is the one where I think the cover, the lineup, is very misleading. In fact, the description says, written by Jonathan Hickman, with art by Lineal Francis Yu, and the description goes, eschewing a traditional team lineup, the series will be kind of a tour de force of the X-Men world, according to Hickman. So all of the characters who were like, hey, Nightcrawler, hey, Dazzler, I think they're in this one.
But wait, what describe that again? It's a tour. It's a what? It's a tour de force of characters.
Eschewing a traditional team lineup, the series will be, quote, kind of a tour de force of the X-Men world, unquote, according to Hickman.
That's weird. Is it just going to like change? I wonder if it's going to be one of those things where like, here's this story, here's this story, here's this story. They're all happening in the same comic, but they might not be related. That might be interesting.
My theory is this will be a rotating team around Cyclops.
Yeah.
That it will always be Scott, and he'll grab whoever he needs for the next thing.
Okay. Well,
but right now,
it looks
the lineup
like
on the cover is very interesting.
A family affair.
It's a family affair. And Wolverine. Oh, it's Logan's worst nightmare.
Which you would think, I would just say that it looks like if they were doing this, there's some other people that I feel they should have maybe put in. But,
like Adam X. Gambit.
Wait, no, I mean people that are connected. It's all Cyclops' family. So let's go down.
I know, but those were two candidates for the third Summers brother for a while.
I didn't know that. Oh, really?
Yeah, Gambit and Adam X were both. Everyone was convinced that they were the third Summers brother before Vulcan came along.
Is Adam X dead?
Well, I feel like he should have died with the 90s.
Is he the one with the backwards hat?
Yeah, man.
Oh, he needs
extreme.
I hope he's dead.
To the extreme.
Okay, so here's the lineup that we have on this cover. We have Cyclops, of course, and Wolverine.
Love him.
And then we got Jean Grey.
Love her.
We've got Cable.
Love him. Kid Cable.
We have Corsair. Or is it Corsair? How do you pronounce it?
Corsair. I always said Corsair.
Corsair.
Scott and Alex's dad.
Scott's dad. And then there's Gabriel Summers in the background. Vulcan. And we also have a kind of ghostly looking Havoc.
Yes.
Do you think do you think he's a ghost, or do you think that's just like he's there in their memories?
Look, I'll say this now. Matthew Rosenberg, a lot of people were like, ha ha, fuck you, Matthew Rosenberg. Hickman undid everything you did, ha ha. And Rosenberg was like, wow, it's almost as if Hickman was hired before me and I needed to get certain characters to certain places. Weird.
Wait, did he say that?
Yes.
At the panel?
At Twitter. On Twitter.
In your face, everybody.
In your face. Like, shit, of course he was told. Like, he wasn't given free reign. When Danielle Moonstar said, we'll see everyone again, I was like, I think we're going to see everyone again, like, tomorrow.
Yeah. But we left someone out. There's also fucking Prestige.
That movie with Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale?
If there was a DVD of Prestige instead of Rachel Summers, I would be ecstatic. But there's
so much better. It's
Rachel
all the Summers. It's all the Summers, Jean Grey, Wolverine, and a DVD copy of Prestige.
So my thing is, I would rather have like either Emma or Polaris, like someone, like another female character connected, like dating those characters.
Yeah, give me a Lee Forrester.
Yeah.
Give me a Colleen Wing. It looks intense. It looks like intense family soap opera drama with Logan, and I'm here for it.
Now, the last we saw of Vulcan, wasn't he in like? Didn't he like wasn't there a huge battle and then he went into another dimension or something? Or he like died? You didn't know if he died, but it's like, who was the final battle with? Vulcan.
What was it? What was that story where Lilandra was killed and Darkhawk was in it for some reason?
Kingmaker, the Kingmaker.
Yeah,
thing?
yeah,
Kingbreaker.
Rachel's boyfriend who had
the Phoenix Sword. Oh, that was awful.
We're bad X-Men fans right now.
It was 2007. We were going through things. Can you believe that was 2007 when all that happened?
That's like when Molly was introduced on the scene. Like, we can't be blamed.
Oh, Molly the drug. I thought you meant Molly from the Runaways. I was like,
no,
what does that have to do with anything?
No.
Vulcan, I think there was like a final battle, and then it was like some rift was created, and they were sucked in it, but then the person he was battling was able to be freed, and then they didn't know where Vulcan was. So I guess maybe we're going to find out. But I always felt Vulcan was stupid.
Right? I would have preferred it was either Gambit or Atom Extreme.
I think Vulcan, his whole plot line, I just hate people that become evil because they're mad about
because they're mad about something.
Because they're mad at someone. So it's like, my revenge, I'm going to take over the universe and I'll show you.
Which is like half of the MCU.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I just find that kind of lame. Okay, so that one.
So X-Men, who knows? It's a cornucopia.
But here, okay, let's give a scale. What's the scale we could give? How many? A snicked? I don't know. I'm trying to think of like
a Bamf.
How many Bamfs would you give your excitement level out of 5 Bamfs of this
for X-Men?
Of this book, yes.
I'll give it 4 Bamfs.
I'm going to give it 3 Bamfs.
Okay.
And I have to go low because we're going to start on this next one, which I'm already going to give away. Is going to be a 5 Bamf. Is fucking Excalibur.
Can we talk about Excalibur?
Can we talk? Yes, Jordan.
It has checked so many fucking boxes in my life.
The fact that they just released this, and I'm like, what the fuck? I will say part of me is mad because I would like to be surprised of this reveal. There's a part of me that wishes I didn't know this reveal was happening, and it happened as I was reading it. And that is the reveal that Betsy Braddock is no longer Psylocke. Quanon is now Psylocke. Betsy Braddock isn't Psylocke because she's too busy being fucking Captain Britain.
Heard of it?
Captain Britain. But that's remember what happened the last time she was Captain Britain?
She got her eyes popped out.
She got her eyes popped out.
I don't think she's going to get her eyes popped out anytime soon by nobody.
Well, here's the thing. I was talking to my boyfriend about this, and he was looking at me like, I don't care. And I'm like, I need to talk to Brett.
But in all fairness, that's his face.
Yeah. But here's the deal. So I'm curious of like, is her twin brother dead? Like, why is she taking
Megan? What if Megan came back and was like, I had a weird Nightcrawler kid?
And I think I want to go back with Nightcrawler. Maybe Nightcrawler isn't showing up in any of these because they're going to get together and Brian Braddock kills himself.
Oh my God. Definitely.
All right. So that's
awesome. Megan decides she wants to be with Brian and focus on raising Danielle, and Brian retires.
Yeah, it could be one of those things. Or he could be like, hey, I'm working with Roma. Because this is definitely a multiverse type of deal. He might be like working with Roma at the... What's their headquarters called? Like where the nexus of all of the lighthouses.
Yeah.
What is that?
Otherworld?
Otherworld. Yeah, I think he's like just staying in Otherworld, so she needs to be the Earth 616 fighter.
Maybe he's the new Roma.
Ooh, maybe Roma dies. Maybe someone was like,
kill Roma. Get rid of Roma.
Hey, guess what? Ponytails in a high bun are out.
It's out this season, honey.
This season,
big,
Roma.
bushy, blonde beards on muscle men are in.
Yes. So she's the new fucking So it's Excalibur. So I'm hoping this takes place in London. I'm hoping they're in the lighthouse. And but here's the deal. Before we even get to the roster, well, all right, let's just talk about the roster. We've got Rogue and Gambit, the married couple.
They're here. We were so worried they wouldn't be a part of this.
We've got Richter, faggot.
We've got faggot Richter.
We've got Jubilee, whatever. And then we've got Apocalypse.
Huh?
Now, I don't like the idea of making him a good guy at all. I also don't like the idea of Apocalypse suddenly being like, oh, I'll just be a side part of this team. I don't think he's a part of this team. There's only one way he could be part of this team. And that is not Apocalypse.
It's grown-up Genesis?
It's Genesis. That's the only thing I could think of that working. Otherwise,
I'll say sure.
The villain.
I'll say sure. However, did you notice there is a villain on all of these teams? Every team has a villain. Vulcan is on X-Men. We'll go further. Except New Mutants might be arguably the only team. Well, no, there's more. But, well, I don't know. It's questionable.
Okay.
But there are villains on many of these teams.
Yes. But that's what I'm wondering is just because they're in the picture, maybe they're just the villain. And they just, you know what I mean? Maybe they're the bad guy they're fighting against.
I'm saying.
But here's my thing. Betsy Braddock. She's telekinetic, can create weapons of pure telekinetic weaponry. She's telepathic. Now you've given her a superpowered suit where she also has superhuman strength. I feel like Betsy Braddock is now maybe one of the most powerful beings on Earth.
Where are you getting this super suit with super strength from?
Well, I thought the suit was what made you strong in Captain Britain.
Oh, I don't think so. No.
I thought when you were given the suit.
Oh, no.
Well, how does Brian have powers?
Brian has powers because of the land of England. He draws his powers from the land.
Well, I always thought it was the suit.
Mm-mm. It's the land.
That sounds gay. I don't believe you.
What about Brian Braddock is not gay?
True. All right.
So anyway, Excalibur is written by Teenie Howard and drawn by Marcus Toe. Both people who we love. You just don't know it.
What has Teenie Howard done?
She was a writer who's done a lot of other stuff that it was a big deal that Marvel got her. I think she's a queer creator.
Well, Cena Grace won't like that.
Stop. Which one do you want to do next?
Wait, but you never responded to my thing about Betsy Braddock being... Do you think she's going to have the super strength then? Do you think she's not going to?
No, I don't think so. I think if anything, she's got the actual sword of Excalibur.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Well, then I have a question. When Betsy Braddock became Captain Britain, how was she flying?
Telekinesis?
She didn't have telekinesis then.
I don't fucking know.
All right.
Teenie Howard has written Magdalena, Thanos, Age of Conan, Guardians of the Galaxy Annual.
Oh, I love it. I'm so excited for this. All right. So what's next?
Let's talk about The Fallen Angels.
Fallen Angels.
Written by Brian Edward Hill. Interior art by Simone Kudransky. Little was revealed about the series beyond the character listing of X-23, Cable, and Psylocke. Aside from the panel making...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Pains to point out that Psylocke is not Betsy Braddock.
Well, yeah, because it's Quanon. But
it's
she said,
Quanon.
She was saying I'm not Quanon either. Like she was like I think so. I think a lot of this is like I don't know what the fuck I am. It's
What if
probably
she's like Onslaught? Like she's like Betsy's violent side.
maybe.
That'd be fun.
But we're gonna fucking find out. This disappoints me though. I don't like calling something fallen angels, and you don't have a single people from the fallen angels on it.
Sure, we're redefining these concepts.
Well, but
X-23, Kid Cable, and Quanon.
Why does Kid Cable get to be in 2?
What's their mission? Well, Jean and Logan do too.
Well, it's said that that she has to stop someone, and it turns out they also have a similar enemy. So it's like, who would X-23, Cable, and Psylocke all be fighting against? Curious. This one doesn't have a villain on the cover.
No, it does not. This one feels like the outlier. This is like the different one. You're like, oh wait, what?
This one also.
Okay.
It seems like it seems definitely that he, like this one I have like it's the mysterious one. Where you're like, what is this?
Watch this low key be the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but because we got 3 more.
You choose.
You want to go young? You want to go young? You want to go deadly, or you want to go the best fucking thing we've ever heard in our lives ever?
Let's go young.
All right, New Mutants. Guess what, everybody? They're alive.
They're all just there. Not only that, isn't that the guy from Gen X, Mondo?
Yeah, Mondo. I've been thinking about Mondo lately.
But didn't he die in Gen X?
He was never really Mondo. He was always just a creation by Black Tom Cassidy. Like, the real Mondo was never part of Gen X.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he wound up being like a plant dupe.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what happened with the real Mondo after that. I'm super wondering, but the original Mondo turned out to be not really Mondo. And you're like, so who the fuck is Mondo?
Wait, but has he... But did the real Mondo ever show up before this?
I don't think so. I don't think, like, as far as I'm concerned, in my personal experience, I'm probably wrong. I don't think the actual Mondo has ever been part of a team.
Interesting.
Right?
Fascinating.
I was like, Mondo!
All right, and I did have to prove you wrong a bit. Captain Britain's powers. When you touch the Amulet of Right, you have access to the interdimensions between the other worlds, and that's where your powers come from. And you are given superhuman strength. However, the costume the costume gives you extra strength and flight.
Okay.
So I just wanted to.
I don't agree, because in, like, for instance, my favorite comic book issue ever, Uncanny X-Men Annual 11, wasn't Brian flying without a costume on?
I don't remember. No, he had the helmet on.
No, he did? I thought he had just pajamas on.
All right, this...
Stop. Just stop.
The mystery continues. Right in,
Hickman
listeners.
is writing New Mutants, and then when Hickman leaves after the first story arc, Ed Brisson is going to take over.
I'm excited for that.
Watch it, Ed.
But here, but also...
There's something about searching for a missing teammate, I heard.
Well, that says they're going into space, so doesn't that mean they're just finding...
So, Cannonball.
Done.
Yeah.
My thing is, where's Magma?
Oh, I love her. I love her Firehead. What happened to that? We loved it. Best thing about Age of X-Men.
Also,
X-Men.
Why does Cypher look like that? Why is Wolfsbane alive? Why is Chamber alive? Why is Sunspot alive? Why is Magic not Darkchild? Where did Mondo come from? Why is Karma quit? Why is she on the... Literally, Danny Moonstar is the only one that I don't have a question on.
Yeah, she is.
She's the only one that I don't have a question about. And I will also say is, can we please get rid of the fucking arrows?
Please.
Let her use her real powers. She has very strong powers. She has illusion powers.
We don't need another Psylocke.
She could be
Captain
fucking
Britain.
like Mastermind. Like she basically could be the next Mastermind, and no one is touching it. It's driving me crazy.
It's driving me bonkers.
And why is Cypher? Cypher's like, yeah, and the cover he's just like, "Hey everybody, I love my life." I'm like, when did that
Look at
happen?
my arm. I
You
know.
were a depressed, bearded, homeless person.
Something's fucked up.
I mean, I'm sure we'll all be answered, and I can't wait. All right. So,
Oh my god.
how many more do we have? 2.
We have
We're
2
saving
more.
our favorite for last.
So let's talk about X-Force.
Oh, that's your favorite? No, I'm just kidding. Of course.
It is Jean Grey, Wolverine, Domino, Beast, Sage, thank fucking God, Colossus, Quentin Quire, and Black Tom Cassidy.
What does
What?
his... Before we get... What does his T-shirt say?
It is the first names of the original members of X-Force.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that's right. Tabitha. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, Nina is Domino.
And so this looks like there's like a behind the scenes, like brain, like a, what do you call it? Like
What?
there's the people. The like the intelligence branch.
Yeah, it's it says the traditional X-Men Black Ops concept has a whole setup combining an intelligence operation and a more deadly one.
Now, are they aware of each other?
I don't know. Who knows?
So that's what I'm interested in. Is like, is the intelligence section telling the Black Ops section where to go, or do they?
So
are
you've
they
got
even
you've
aware
got
of
Jean. I'm gonna guess that like Jean, Beast, and Sage are the intelligence, and Wolverine, Quentin, Domino, Colossus, and Black Tom are the Black Ops.
Now, why is Black Tom there?
Right?
Black Tom has always been a full-fledged, awful,
honestly,
horrifying villain.
I think all mutants are going to be welcome on Krakoa, and we're just going to change some personalities, some ways we see the world. It's going to be different. Or maybe Banshee dies, and Black Tom is like, I'm a hero now.
Yeah, we don't see Banshee in this, but he is in the Powers of 10
Right.
and House
Right.
of X.
Yep.
Interesting. This
Interesting.
one, I love Quentin Quire. I just really hope they bring over the joy and funness from his West Coast Avengers and continue the character arc that way.
Yeah. It's characters like Quentin Quire that I'm not worried about Hickman writing at all.
And this is where I feel there's another missed opportunity, is a character that has always been in X-Force is Deadpool. So I think Gwenpool totally could have been on this team.
Yeah.
And they
we'll
could
see.
have kept fucking.
I think there's a clear line between mutants and non-mutants in these books.
Yeah.
So,
You
I
have
don't
to be-
know.
You have to be a mutant.
Only mutants can get through the Krakoa portal.
True. No, but no, they said in that thing it says
Oh, unless accompanied. Oh,
if you're
yeah.
accompanied you can come through.
Yeah, true.
And now all these oh shit, we need to go back. We forgot to do our BAMFs. I gave 5 BAMFs to Excalibur. How many BAMFs?
5.
New Mutants, how many BAMFs?
5.
I'm giving that 3 until they explain how they all came back. Fallen Angels, how many BAMFs?
3.
I'm giving it 2 until I know what the fuck's going on. X-Force, how many BAMFs?
5.
4. And now
7 BAMFs.
7 BAMFs out of 5.
Oh my god, are you kidding me with this book?
The fucking Marauders.
Are they pirates? Because
They're
they're
pirates.
they're on a ship.
They're pirates. They're fucking pirates.
What is happening?
It's pirates.
What is happening?
And they're butt pirates because there's 2 gay ones.
Is this peak comic book? Is this it? Is this the one? This is it.
Well, who's Gary Dugan? He's the writer.
Jerry Duggan. He's good.
Duggan.
He's done. Let me look him up real quick. I know I like him. He's done stuff that we love. Oh my God! Never mind. He's an asshole. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
He has done like Deadpool, Hulk, Nova. Oh, Hawkeye versus Deadpool. Doctor Strange, Last Days of Magic. Oh, we did do Deadpool. He's great.
Let's go through one by one the characters on this. We got me some Storm. Yes.
I love her.
Us, not only Kitty Pryde, but Kitty Pryde with a broken nose and a black eye, with Lockheed around her neck, with her holding a fucking sword.
And if I may, it seems like a little bit more of like a classic Kitty Pryde.
It looks like Joss Whedon Kitty Pryde.
Yeah. We've got
Bishop.
I love that guy.
We got Gay Pyro.
Do we have Gay Pyro or do we have Original Pyro? Because I think it's Original Pyro.
Why? Because Iceman is on the team.
I hope so, but I feel like it's Original Pyro because there's a villain on every team.
No, I also think Iceman and Pyro were fucking, so now they're on this team together because they're fucking each other.
Do you think Hickman will be like, it was always the same Pyro?
I don't care as long as they're still fucking. No, because the other
Right.
Pyro was British and this guy wasn't. And Emma fucking Frost.
So Emma, we're just a space pirate, I think. Right? It's the right thing to do. Like, fuck Scott, fuck Jean, fuck them all. I'm going to be a space pirate.
Emma might not even be on the boat.
Why? Because she's the financier?
Because it says it's being funded by her. So I'm wondering if she's...
By the Hellfire Trading Club, FYI.
Yeah, so that is all very curious to me. Of like, what?
No, she's definitely on the team. Come on. How are you going to not write Emma Frost? But that makes sense, like, why we saw her and Storm on that cover.
Yeah.
Like, rebellion! They're going to maraud.
But now we also know these are the people, these are going to be the front runners, the front team that rebels against Xavier. And I am so here for that. Can you imagine? I'm just picturing, like, House of X, Xavier starts going crazy town, and Emma, Storm, and Kitty look at each other like, this is fucked. We need to stop this.
And Kitty's like, Professor Xavier's a jerk. I've been saying it this whole time.
Oh my God.
And Xavier catches Pyro and Iceman having sex, and he's like, get out of here, you faggots. And they're like, Xavier's a homophobe.
God. Yes.
And Bishop's like, yo, that was fucked up. Bishop's like, I'm bisexual. And Storm's like, I'm bisexual. And Kitty's like, I'm bisexual. And everyone's like, we know.
Oh, it's a boat full of bis.
I saw somebody on Twitter put, they memed the cover photo of the lineup. And it just says, we're gay. Keep scrolling over this lineup. We're gay. Move on. Get on the boat.
It's like, God, you're going to have to really try hard to fuck this one up. I don't see how this
issue
could be
of
bad.
this. Every issue of this is going to be the best day of my life.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Can I just have one issue where Storm, Emma, Kitty just are having coffee?
Yeah.
And Iceman walks in and they're like, Bobby, are you still up from the night before? And he's like, yeah. Pyro went to town on my ass. We did poppers all night, girl. And I was like, girl. And Storm's like, what are poppers?
And they're like, you haven't tried poppers? And then they all do poppers.
And then they all do poppers.
Oh
my God. Bishop on poppers? I'm here for it.
I love it. Also, I love the choice of giving Kitty a fucking broken nose and black eye.
Right? What happened?
What is going on?
Should have saw that one coming.
But I feel like that is because this is issue 1. That means whatever that broken nose and black eye, that shit happened at the end of like at Dawn of X or Powers of 10 House of X. Which means I'm wondering if she somehow maybe is the one that killed Professor X.
Holy shit. I mean, maybe. He's not really a puncher.
True.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine this is scene where Professor
X he's in
just punches Kitty Pryde?
That
would be so awful.
He's in Phantom X's body.
Oh, then it's okay.
Also, I wonder...
Oh, you're right.
Here, know who could be in Fallen Angels?
What?
Phantom X.
How?
Because what if they don't really kill Xavier? They just erase his brain leaves, and then Phantom X's consciousness comes back, and he's back to being Phantom X.
That'd be great. Who's to say? We don't know. But all of this is very, very exciting.
But the thing is that we're super excited about this, but shit gets even crazier when we move to the movie version of what's going on in the Marvel Universe.
Are you talking about the MCU Phase 4 announcements?
Yes.
Because here's my headline for Phase 4. Shit's getting real. We're getting real weird. We're throwing shit up in the air, and we're seeing where it lands. And we're getting real weird. Yeah.
It's getting crazy.
So I couldn't believe they included the Disney Plus shows as part of their slate. When they announced those dates, you and I went through those 8 dates. I never thought they would include the Disney Plus stuff.
And this is why this is important. Because it's ending the realm, other than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is just separate. It's now, if it's on television and it's Marvel, it's part of the movies.
We have Disney Plus shows connecting to feature films.
Yes, which is what they should have been doing from day one.
Well, they're doing it now. They were just waiting until they had control over all of it.
Yeah. So real quick, I think let's just list them out. And then we can go through them one by one.
Let's do it. The first thing they announced was the Eternals. Angelina Jolie, the guy from Bodyguard, Richard Madden, Salma Hayek.
I thought Keanu Reeves was going to be in it.
No. No, it's always just like, John Wick 3 is so hot, Keanu Reeves is so hot. What Marvel thing should he do?
And they're like, nothing.
Turns out nothing. Well, they said they approach him every movie, and they're like, you want any of these?
And he just goes, whoa, I'm busy. The Eternals. I still don't get what the Eternals is about.
The Eternals is about a race of entities that were put on Earth by the Celestials to battle the Deviants. So this is very much about the Celestials coming to like early Earth and creating the Eternals and the Deviants to fight it out as early pre-man life forms.
And is it gonna take place before humans?
I believe so, but maybe it will then enter modern day.
The only way I'll like this is if it's introducing mutants.
It probably is.
Because right now, I never cared about the Eternals in the regular Marvel Universe, and I still don't care. And putting Salma Hayek and Angelina Jolie, that's not getting my dick hard.
All right, now we know.
Richard Madden, a little bit. Have you seen? Did you
lot.
watch Bodyguard?
No, but it's next.
Oh, he's so hot in that. He's also in some other early. He's in some earlier series where he's like a priest and he's like gay and he has lots of gay sex in it, and that's really hot.
Ooh,
Yes,
really?
Yes, and then later he was on one of those round tables with Billy Porter, and Billy Porter was like, "I don't believe any straight man should play a gay guy," and I know Richard Madden was like, "Ooh, yikes," because I've done it.
All right, relax. Relax, pray tell. Eternals, it's another Guardians of the Galaxy. We're like, why the fuck are you doing that? And they're like, don't worry.
We got
You'll
this.
know.
Did
you'll know.
Did they announce who's directing it or anything yet?
Yeah, sure they have. I don't know who it is.
But is it someone who's done anything interesting before?
Well, they always hire... Oh, it's Chloe Zhao.
What have they done?
She has done... The Rider. She's a Sundance darling for doing The Rider.
I don't
They
know.
always hire indie directors. They hire indie directors for all of this stuff. They hire female directors. They hire people of color. It's pretty great. The Rider at Sundance Film Festival is the only thing I'm finding. But
this
it's
doesn't excite me.
Well, I don't know. I think they are anticipating that our expectations are low and they're going to blow our fucking minds. If nothing else, we're going to see Celestials. We're probably going to see a lot of grand cosmic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Richard Madden looks like a hotter Gus Kenworthy.
Yeah.
Tangent, Gus Kenworthy and Matt Wilkus broke up.
I know, I saw him.
I hear in New York, the buzz is that he's discovered the circuit Gus has.
Like circuit
Which
parties?
I'm like, yeah. Which I'm like, oh, God, that makes me love Matt Wilkus.
So basically, Gus is doing meth, and Matt Wilkus is like, I'm not dealing with this.
Correct.
Okay. Sounds right.
Sounds right. You heard it here
But
first.
also, Matt Wilkus is like 40, and Gus Kentworthy is like 26 or 27. So
Exactly.
Let him party it out. Let him party it out. He'll go into rehab and then come out and beg for him to come take you back.
Yep.
What's next?
Next, they announced... let's move toward Disney+. The next thing they announced was Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which we knew about, but the new information is that they're bringing back Daniel Brew as Baron Zemo from Civil War.
Now but isn't he? Wait, did he die?
No. Black Panther choked him out and handed him over to the authorities.
Oh, okay. All right, love it. Love Baron Zemo.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I mean, I love Falcon, and I love Sebastian Stan and Anthony Mackie so much. I'm so excited for that one. They also announced Loki, and they confirmed that it will take place immediately after Loki gets the Tesseract from Endgame in 2012.
Amazing.
The logo is ass butt. It's horrible.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I mean, it's about his chaotic nature. He's always transforming. It's horrible.
I'm fine with that. If you're going to pick a different font for each letter, go for it. But maybe not make.
Go for it.
Not make the K an ugly font.
Right. It's so heavy.
Use the special K logo. Use the Kellogg's K. There's so many other prettier fonts. I agree.
I know. So they announced that, and then let's get to another movie. This one let's get this one out of the way. Black Widow, because we knew about it.
Yeah. Did they give any more details of it?
Yes. So the big news is that it will take place in between Civil War and Infinity War.
Oh, so it's basically the journey of how she got that bad hairdo.
Exactly. And they talked up Florence Pugh. But the big news is that David Harbour, Chief Hopper from Stranger Things, is going to play the Red Guardian in it. But the villain is Taskmaster.
Oh, fun. That's
Yeah, they showed a clip
That's
of
good
her
to go
fighting
against her.
Taskmaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taskmaster knows all of her moves. He can learn all of her moves, so good villain. And I'm sure there will be some surprises in that one.
Yeah, there's going to be something that's going to lead to, if that's the one that kicks it off, either she's going to come back to life, like it's going to be that movie, and then it's going to fast forward to the present, and there's going to be all these ramifications. Yeah.
Yeah. So then they announced one that we knew was coming, but didn't know the details around it, specifically the title or the actor playing him, but they announced Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and I need to talk about how much I love everything about this. Mm-hmm. Well, because not only, let's jump to the actor, they hired Simu Liu, who I had not seen before, but I understand you have.
I've legit, like, jerked off to him.
I mean, I looked him up and I can see why.
Like, legit. Like,
what fun!
Like,
my God,
full on masturbated to him. Like,
what? During brain. What?
Well, I
During
would
what?
okay. I'm gonna admit something. I don't need to look at porn to masturbate. Do you need to look at porn?
No. Sometimes my own head is all I need.
And sometimes I fantasize, and sometimes I will fantasize about a celebrity, and he's one of the main celebrities that I fantasize about. On top.
No shit. Mm-hmm. He is. I can see why. He's a god, and he seems adorable.
Yeah.
So he just tweeted something that made me fall in love with him. He tweeted recently, I've gotten to look Tom Hiddleston in the eyes, and when I did, I forgot how to form words. Which I'm like, I get it, but also you're adorable.
Well, here's the other thing. If I highly recommend, it's on Netflix, watch Kim's Convenience.
Kim's Convenience.
Yeah, it's basically like, it's a Canadian sitcom, so it's Canadian, so you know it's not dealing with awful America. And it's it really deals with like it's just it's like about an immigrant Korean family and they're like American born children, and he's the son. And it's super funny. It's also just like, I've never seen a show where it's like the Asians, it's like it's just the Asians are the leads, and it's so fucking good. I highly recommend watching it. It's very enjoyable. And he plays like the bad boy, and he's topless a lot, and he also plays like he's kind of dumb. Like he's kind of the dumb one. And so all he has to rely on is his hotness. And it's just, and now that the fact that he's going to do this movie, it means he's going to go through the Marvel Jack machine.
Yes.
He's going to go through the Marvel Jack machine, and his body is going to be even more amazing. And I don't think I can handle it, Brett. I
told you.
Can handle it. I think
I told you Shang-Chi was going to be the one. I told you this.
But the fact that they literally were like, Jeff wasn't interested in this movie. We need to do something to get him interest. I know. Let's get the person he masturbates to and have him star in the movie. I can't handle it.
And also Awkwafina.
I know. Yay! Now with the 10 rings, I have a question.
Yes, because I have answers.
The 10 rings, are those the same rings from the hand?
So, it's Mandarin.
That's okay. Yes, the one that Psylocke used to murder all the X-Men when she became Lady Mandarin.
Yeah. So,
so it's like
how it's significant.
Be the bad guy?
Yeah, but how it's significant in the MCU is in Iron Man 1, the terrorist organization that kidnapped Tony Stark that led him to build the suit in the cave was the 10 Rings. At the time, we were watching it going, oh my God, that's a reference to Iron Man's Lex Luthor, the Mandarin. The Mandarin was not in it. They just called it the 10 Rings. Then cut to Iron Man 3, where Ben Kingsley played the Mandarin, but that turned out to be fake. He was just an actor that was pretending to be this person called the Mandarin, but really it was Guy Pearce's extremist character that was pulling the strings. He had the lame line, I'm the Mandarin. And you were like, fuck you, that sucks. Like, I wanted Ben Kingsley to be the fucking Mandarin. However, then they came out with that short where Ben Kingsley was kidnapped by, I think, the Ten Rings, and it led to the implication that the Mandarin is real. But now Shang-Chi is saying, I think, no, the Mandarin is absolutely real. Like, and he's going to be the villain in Shang-Chi.
It's going to be so good.
So good.
I can't
And
wait.
just the fact that, like, the way, like, it's called Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, like, it's a story. It's a fable.
Yeah.
It's a tale. I fucking love that. But not as much as I love motherfucking... All right, I'm sorry. Let's get this out of the way. What if Marvel's first animated series on Disney Plus, it's What If. The first one's going to be What If Peggy Carter became Captain America.
Love it.
But the thing that I truly love is that all of the characters will be voiced by their movie actors.
Love it.
Love it. Brilliant. That's fucking brilliant. So, like, every character is voiced by their counterpart in the live-action movies. Mwah. But now I'd like to get to... Deep breath. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. What?
They're touting
We're
this,
having fun.
But also,
We're having fun.
They're touting this as a horror movie.
Scary. It's going to be Marvel's first scary movie. But we are having so much goddamn fun. The first thing I thought of was In the Mouth of Madness, one of my favorite weird horror movies. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Do you know who he's in it with?
Is a Scarlet Witch in it?
Yeah. It's Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch. Come on.
I love it.
I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. The potential for this one. So I'm thinking we're going to see Robert Downey Jr. as like an evil Tony Stark, right? From another dimension, right? Like a Chris Evans. This is What If.
If it's the other dimensions, all these dead people can come back and play things.
Hell yes. We're going to see some glimpses into some alternate dimensions, and it's going to be Tony and Steve and Bruce. And yeah, come on, right?
Now, do you think...
Yes.
You didn't even know what I was going to ask. Are they going to... Do you think they're going to be like, oh, these are other dimensions, and then have like, oh, here's a world with mutants, and now this is a separate universe? Do you think they would do
Maybe.
that? I hope not.
Who knows? This is the one that's going to be the most batshit, I think. Batshit. The scary bats.
But WandaVision comes out before Doctor Strange, right?
I think it does. It comes out right before.
So is this going to lead into the movie?
I think the movie is going to lead into WandaVision, but they're going to tell it out of order.
Oh my God.
Maybe. Who knows? But WandaVision is set in the 1950s with Paul Bettany as Vision. What the fuck? What is this? The logo is adorable. It looks like the grill of like a 1950s car.
I love it.
Oh, I love it. We're getting so weird.
Yeah. And we're just along for the ride. It's like, they're basically like, we have all this money. We can now just do weird creative things and not worry about like pandering to like market. Like, you know, we don't need to be like, oh, what is the demographic of like, they're like, no, we're just going to tell a story and people are going to fucking come.
The market doesn't want a female Thor.
What are you, don't get to that yet.
I know. I'm sorry. So Doctor Strange, it's May of 2021, and I'm on pause until that moment happens.
I would say this goes up to 2021. I do find it interesting that there's no Captain Marvel 2 or Spider-Man 3 in this time.
Well, they did. So they Kevin Feige, whatever his name is, did say at the end, he's like, before the big announcement at the end, he said, we are bringing you Captain Marvel 3, we're bringing you Black Panther 2, and we're bringing you Guardians of the Galaxy 3. We are also bringing you Fantastic Four, and we are working on bringing the mutants to the Marvel Universe.
Yeah. So I think probably, because that's the thing, is they need to start peppering it in.
Yeah. So he had to say, they're coming. They're coming hard. They're coming fast.
But
they're coming in hot.
But he didn't mention Spider-Man.
No, he did not.
I have a feeling. Here's my prediction. There might not be a new Spider-Man movie. And do you want to know why?
Why?
Because he's going to be the star of the next Avengers movie.
Yeah. I think Phase 5 will be Spider-Man centric.
Spider-Man centric Avengers. Like, he'll be the leader of the Avengers, and it will be the Avengers. It'll be the Avengers, New Avengers. It'll be Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, fucking Wolverine.
Yeah.
I guess I can't have Captain America, but it's going to be like that whole crew.
For sure. I also think that Peter Parker has gone into hiding.
I know. Oh, yeah, that's true.
I think we're going to come back and be like, where is the spider?
Next, we have Hawkeye.
Yeah. Which, I have to say, they used the right logo.
That's the actual logo from the comic book.
Yeah.
But
and
not
I'm
only
all
the
about
comic
that.
book, it's the comic book
like the Kate Bishop comic
Kate
book.
Bishop, which they confirmed is she's going to be in it.
Hell yeah, which means that other young Avengers are going to be in it.
But we also, did they say anything about Ant-Man 3?
No.
It didn't. But yeah, I think the Young Avengers, that shit's happening.
And it's happening. It's happening in Hawkeye.
And I just want to say, maybe we should, I do want us to start reading, have segments where we read an old run. We need to go back and read the run of Young Avengers, because that shit was really good.
Yeah. The what's his name? Alan Silvestri?
Good.
Jim Chung?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But I think we're predicting that Hawkeye is essentially going to be the Young Avengers TV show.
Yeah.
Which leads us to the final movie. Are you kidding me with this?
Okay, hold on. This, and I said it, and people were like, oh my God. I was like, no, this is the best title of any of the Marvel movies ever!
Ever. Because even with the logo, we know exactly what this is. This is heavy metal.
Yeah.
This like the 70s cartoon. This is heavy metal.
Yes.
This is Fire and Ice. This is heavy metal. Like, as soon as we saw the logo and heard the title, we know exactly what this is, and we are 1,000. This is Flash Gordon. This is Flash Gordon from the 80s. That's what this is.
Thor.
And I cannot fucking wait.
Love and Thunder. It's hilarious.
It's going to be fucking Flash Gordon.
It's fucking hilarious.
So we've got Tessa, Taika Waititi, Chris, all coming back. Tessa's going to be our verified LGBTQ Queen of Asgard.
And there was a big surprise.
Oh.
I think it was the biggest surprise. Did they say that was the very last thing they did, right?
No. There's one last thing. But they sure did pull into our, reach into our hearts and be like, oh, I see what you want. Here you go. Natalie Portman will be Jane Foster Thor.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Oh, God. Oh, God.
The only thing that pisses me off is I'm just like, then why wouldn't she fucking be in Endgame? Why wasn't she into Endgame?
I think she was like, when these movies are good again, I'll be in them. And then Thor 3 happened, and she's like, I'm in. Sorry.
But that happened, but that's still, she couldn't have, but didn't Endgame happened after that?
Yeah, I know, but it takes a while.
I think she was like, I'm not doing it. They're like, we want to bring you back. She's like, I'm not doing it. And we're like, but we'll make you Thor. She's like, what?
Yeah. What?
Oh, okay.
And also, here's $10 billion. We found it in our pants.
But also the fact that it's Love and Thunder, that means whatever fucked up thing with... I need to watch... I didn't watch Thor 2.
Oh, you should watch it. It's not that bad.
What happened with them? Were they ever a couple?
Yeah, at the end, Yeah, they're very much a couple in Thor 2.
So that's
Like
why
the end of Thor 2, he comes back and they make out on a balcony.
But
He
then
comes back to her.
But then why are they not together in Thor 3? What was the reasoning for that?
I don't know.
So I'm sure I just have a feeling it's going to be super like sexual tension, sexual fighting.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it'll be so somebody online was like it'll be Jane from another dimension? I was like, I don't agree. I think that's poor storytelling. I think it's going to be our Jane.
Yeah.
And I think Thor is going to become unworthy.
Now, do you think she's going to have
picks
cancer?
Up the hammer? Yeah, I do. Absolutely. Why wouldn't she? That's the story.
Love it. Love it.
I fucking love it. This day, Emma Frost is a space pirate. All right, anyway,
Kitty Pryde is a real pirate.
There's one last thing. They are so ahead of us. They are so many steps ahead of us. Nobody saw this one coming. Nobody guessed this. There were no rumors about this. There was no buzz about this. Nobody had a theory about this. Nothing. The very end of this panel, they fucking pull out Mahershala Ali and announce that he is Blade. I'm crying right now.
That's fucking crazy.
What? Of course. What? We are such fools, and they are such gods. Like, yes, this is absolutely the right thing.
Although this is kind of a nail in the coffin of like any crossover with the Netflix characters.
Yeah. But like Blade has been on the Avengers in the comic books. Like we should have saw this coming.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, Mahershala Ali. Like right now,
isn't it crazy that he was just like he was on one of wasn't he on like a doctor TV show? Wasn't he on like Gideon's Crossing or something like that?
I don't think so. Oh, I don't know. Oh, maybe before. Yeah, before.
Yeah, that's
Moonlight.
what I'm saying. Like how he started out, he was just like a TV actor.
Yeah.
And then
so you're saying
he's now like a 2-time Oscar winning. And now he's Blade. He's like on top of the world right now.
Blade has 2 Oscars. Thor is a woman. Captain America is black. The Queen of Asgard is bisexual. Like we're doing this.
Thor's an Oscar winner.
Yeah. We're fucking doing this. This shit has blown up to a degree that I only dreamed of. I can't believe this. I can't believe it. Scarlet Witch is everywhere. The Scarlet Witch is everywhere. What's happening?
Did you hear the other thing about WandaVision?
What?
Her sister's her sisters, the Olsen twins, are going to be in it.
Oh, shut up.
No, they're not. No, I'm just kidding.
No, Monica Rambeau is sure going to be in it, though.
Oh, yeah.
They cast Monica Rambeau, and she's going to premiere in WandaVision. What? What's happening?
Hey, Spectrum.
Hi, why are you in the 50s, girl? So excited for her. I just bought a Nintendo Switch solely so I can play Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, which is what I'm going to do right after this.
Oh, that's right. I need to download that.
Get it, girl.
It was the 18th.
We can play. We can play together.
Okay.
We need to wrap up, though, because my battery is on 6%.
I think we covered it all. I think we did it.
We did the thing. And whatever else happened in San Diego, who knows?
Guys, thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.
We dove into X-Men. We dove into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Phase 4. We're excited for it. We hope you are too. And if you're excited, let us know that you're excited. Leave a comment. Follow us. Show us that we actually have a listener. And just remember, everybody, if you looked at that cover of Kitty Pryde and Emma Frost and Storm and Iceman and Pyro, and you were like, yeah, I'll read that. Well, guess what? That makes you
queer as hell.
Yeah.
What a day. Bye.
Bye.